think is okay if you're not comparing it side by side, but this device seems like it's much older. This is like the first iPhone compared to the latest one, so that covers it up there. Let's go and hit on the cameras. Now, this specific situation is actually very similar between both. Wide angle lenses on both, so not really that big of a difference. 12 megapixel sensors as well. The 7 can do 4K at 30, the SE2 can do 4K at 60, so that's a pretty big thing to keep in mind. You're also getting a much better front-facing camera on the SE2 or SE3 as well. Now with the 7, I think when it first came out, like I mentioned, it was probably the best camera of that time. Unfortunately, it really isn't that great anymore. It's kind of grainy, so that was one thing that I kind of had an issue with. There's no portrait mode, there's no 4K at 60 on this device either. The front camera really isn't amazing anymore either, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's not a bad camera, but compared to something like the SE3, it is showing its age for sure. The SE3 though, definitely a much better camera without a doubt. I mean, you're getting a much better lens on the back, so you're getting 4K at 60, which is great, and it's overall a much better quality lens. Really, the thing that I don't like about it is that it's missing an ultra wide lens or a telephoto lens, but the 7 also doesn't have it either, so it's really not that big of a difference. I think you're getting a much better camera here, portrait mode as well, and the whole 9 yards, so it's a really good camera. It's not as capable as something like an iPhone 13, but it's still a pretty good camera for sure. And now that kind of takes us